go.
You good?
Yep.
Hey, so it's Joe from Project Unchained here in New Orleans, and I was driving back to my hostel, and I saw this place. What do you guys call this place, Peter?
This is the Thoth den
Thoth Den.
for the crew of Thoth from
Yeah.
Mardi Gras. So
I
it's
saw
a
there was
typical
a-
Mardi Gras den right here.
Okay, so you call this a den.
Yes, float den.
I saw a float over that said Thoth, Thoth.
That's correct. The Egyptian scribe god.
I saw the Sphinx over there. That makes sense.
Right. It's an Egyptian thing. You know, most of the crews around here are either Greek gods or Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
You know, following that ancient
Okay.
tradition of paganism.
Because I've seen the statue of the I don't know if it's Medusa or Poseidon. I think it's Poseidon on the alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can see the flowing hair
Right.
and the water. And
That's right.
The mascot of Mardi Gras.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
No, I guess Rex is the main mascot, the king of Mardi Gras. There's a lot of different,
King.
lot of different guys involved for Mardi Gras, or the Buff de Gras, the fatted cow. So that's another great
Okay.
theme. But most of them, like I said, they follow that typical ancient tradition of using the Roman pagan gods, not just Roman, but the Greek gods, the Egyptian gods, et cetera, those earthly pleasure gods.
That's why it's so free. And women
Exactly. And
pagan tradition. It's
well, yeah, the farewell to the
celebrate.
flesh. You know, so before the Lenten, it's Catholic tradition, but before the Lenten season,
Yeah.
the time of sacrifice, you get rid of all your,
Sin.
you know, or you let it go. You
Yeah.
know, you have your debauchery and your eating, your gluttony, and et cetera, for a
Yeah.
good 2 weeks. So yeah, that's what the Fat Tuesday. You know.
So you prepare all the floats here and keep them maintained.
So this is part of it. So what you see here is just a fraction. This is actually like half of one parade of
Wow.
3 parades for one day of what is essentially 2 weeks of revelry
So you
leading
have a
up.
lot
So
more
this
than
is a very there's a couple of companies. This one being the best, of course, Dakota Designs. We have the contract for Thoth. We also do some parades like Druids and Pontchartrain, and then we supply floats for several other parades around town, and pull most of them and help out around as it goes. But like I said, this is just a fraction of what actually is in Mardi Gras. So you see what a massive scale production this is, and why we spent this right now. It's what's today's date?
It's
It's
the
August
24th.
24th. So we're getting ready. I'm working hard, and we're not even going to be rolling parades till what, March?
No, it's a
Through
while. It's half
February.
a year.
Yeah. So
My favorite float, I have to say, is this one right here. Do you mind panning over?
this Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. What I was looking at that, and I came from it was a DeLorean. You could even see the float capacitor in there.
Right.
Yeah. Where do you get the ideas for these? And you just pull them out of a hat?
Well, different people, yeah, they're planned ahead of time, but our captain, and then different lieutenants, they discuss the themes, and then they might come up with theme. I won't say this year's theme, but like last year's theme was things with wings.
Okay.
So DeLorean has wings, so you apply that, and then Back to the Future. We had, well, this one, cheeseburger, so I won't give it away, but I had a sea turtle, they have wings.
Okay.
So, kind of stretching it out there and trying to really get a broad scope of like what can kind of fit into that idea.
Something with a cheeseburger. I
Yeah,
see there's a Krispy Kreme up there. This might be a theme.
Well, that's just a sign. This is we have a million props up here
Yeah.
and a collection, a lot of stuff. So we always have something at our disposal, not so we can always be crafting or facilitating,
How often
some
do you
aesthetic.
reuse a float?
Well, these floats are reused and fixed every year. So
Mm-hmm.
some floats might keep a paint job for, really no more than 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Because there's a point of pride, especially with like Crew Thoth's super crew, to put out new and fresh floats and designs every year. So people get tired of seeing the same tired floats. So we the float structure itself, we have floats that date back to the 1940s that have been fixed. Like our king float. Well, none really right here, but we have like a king float that dates back very far, and it's been refurbished, fixed, but the basic structure of it is very old. Some of these floats you can see in pictures dating back to the 1970s. Probably some here I can't point out because the thing stays the same. They're fixed and maintained to be safe and viable. But there's several layers of canvas. There's canvas and wood. There's several layers of canvas and cloth. The compressor might be loud, so you're gonna hear that.
Let's take a walk into this.
Yeah, sure.
Hear us. So country city.
That's right.
Yeah, so.
Right.
How did you start building? How did you begin to build a wall?
Well, it starts with a chassis, steel chassis, the old way, like in the late 1800s. Take an old wagon or something and build off of that. But so we're still following that tradition with the steel chassis. We have 2 steel I-beams, and from that, we build a wood structure with it, and then put undulating surface things underneath, and then we staple a muslin over it. That's wood underneath, right? And this is all canvas stretched over. Right, some older floats, and when you're small, you can use chicken wire and paper mache, or you can build off of this with, sculptural forms. Yeah, you can add this, you can incorporate that into the structure of this float and just blend it right into the canvas. But the undulating surface allows for a sense of movement, and like sometimes you can incorporate that sense of movement with the actual paint job.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So we can go on one.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna let you guys go.
Safe. Why don't we get on your float here?
Oh yes.
Be safe.
Yes.
Watch your step.
Going on to the future, Doc. Back to the future. Back to the future. Yes.
We got Doc Brown back there, so.
Oh, nice. And this is where people can hang off the side.
This is where they don't hang off the side. That might be dangerous. But these
Okay.
are just their belts, for the safety belts. They
In
have
case
to be wearing
they have
those.
in the case they fall off.
Because, the floats are moving. I mean, it
Yeah.
is a non-ridge surface and the streets are bumpy, so it doesn't move and they're
Like,
kind of
you can
lit up.
improve it. Awesome. So I'm gonna
See
have
what the
this right here.
inside looks like here.
Yeah. So what are these
Again,
for?
still these are bead hooks because you got to realize these people are carrying lots of throws.
Oh, yeah.
This entire area here is just covered up with beads.
So
and
you
bead
just
hooks.
take the beads and throw them.
Correct.
Okay.
That's all that is. Then you've got the
Hey, New Orleans.
got the bathrooms in here.
Ooh.
I mean, there's not really a bathroom. Usually, it's just
like an outhouse.
a bucket.
Yeah.
And we can go up here if you want to.
Yeah, lead the way.
Pop
Ooh.
on right up those stairs. Then you can get a good view of like the whole den.
Yeah. This is cool. Yeah. I was a little naughty and I went on the catwalk earlier
Oh.
and just saw the whole place. There you go. Got some live bait. Do they throw live bait off of there, or is that just like...
No, that's just part of the theme. So that, like I said, that's supposed to be like an sea theme, nautical, just all the tropes and cliches.
Yeah.
You just throw all that in there.
That'd be kind of funny if you just threw crawfish.
It'd be filthy. I'm sure someone's done it. It gets messy enough, I think, as it is. But this, you can see around that we have this just chock full of floats.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is just a small fraction of it. And this is actually
Over
an
here.
old steel factory
Huh.
that's built off of a building that predates this area actually even being in Orleans city limits.
Oh, wow. So where was it before?
Well, this line, Felicity Street, started, and I can't remember the exact dates on that, but everything west of here was Old Lafayette.
Okay.
But,
and
you
now,
know,
now
it-
that's gone.
Well, now it eventually got incorporated into the entire
Yeah.
city being New Orleans. But just a little history, that's how long this building's been
Yeah.
there.
You can see somebody was having fun up here.
Always. This is minimum.
Yeah.
When the floats come back from Mardi Gras, this is a floor of beer cans and Jello shots and
Wow.
beads and whatever else.
Sounds like a fun
liquor
time.
bottles. Absolutely, absolutely. And this is a good, fun crew. This crew knows how to party.
Well, thank you, Peter.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. And where are you
Appreciate it.
from?
Right now, I am actually from, I'm going to pause this, and I want to thank you, readers, and I hope that you liked it. Comment, subscribe to YouTube channel, subscribe to Instagram at Project Unchained, Twitter at Project Unchained, take out the first O, and on Facebook at Project Unchained. Also, blog, projectunchained.com, and unchain yourselves.